Hey Astro Kids, and welcome back. This is your horoscope for the full moon in Leo, which will be happening on February 9th, 2020 at 2:33 a.m. if you are on the East Coast. Before we start, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Daily Tarotscope for tomorrow. So for February 5th, 2020, we get Pluto and the Two of Wands in reverse. So with Pluto here, this is a time of inner work. This is a time of transformation, going within, and working on the areas of your life that need this balance and this realignment within yourself. And so with Pluto here, there is a big indicator that the primary focus here is going to be within you and not externally, which is something big that we talked about with Mercury now being in Pisces. That with this energy, it is much more difficult to find the answers that you're looking for externally. Mercury is now in this inner world, in the subconscious here in Pisces, where you have to find the answers within yourself. This is a time of believing in yourself. This is a time of following your dreams, listening to what your intuition is telling you. And so don't try to seek for something outside of yourself. Look within yourself for the answers. And this is big as we are getting ready to move in to a Mercury retrograde. As this is building, there's going to be a lot of work that needs to be done within. Now with the Two of Wands here in reverse, there is a lot here about uncertainty, about not having the clarity, not seeing the answers that are in front of you. And so once again, there's something big here about this seeking of something externally, something outside of yourself. But the true answers that you will find is within. And so this is a time of introspection. This is a time of looking within and realigning these areas that need to be worked on within yourself. And as a result, the work that you do internally will create your external reality. And so this is not a time of seeking this guidance, as the Two of Wands becomes this guidance, this navigation, but it is time for you to seek it within yourself. So looking at this full moon, this is going to be at 20 degrees of Leo. And so here we started off with this new moon in Aquarius. So this is where the sun is here at 20 degrees of Aquarius, getting ready to make its move into Pisces. And so we're finishing out this season of planning and looking ahead, of looking at these long-term futuristic goals, and looking for these answers, asking questions, seeking out, and getting ready to move into this Pisces season of looking within, of trusting your intuition, of following your dreams, and believing in yourself. And so this is a big shift that we're getting ready to make here. And this Leo moon closing out this very chaotic Aquarius new moon that we started off with, that was of this questioning and this seeking and looking outside of ourselves for all of these answers. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of doubt, a lot of questioning. a lot of unexpected events and surprises and things out of sorts at the start of this lunar cycle. So this has been challenging going through this lunar cycle, and it has been a challenging month all throughout January with that big build up to that Saturn-Pluto conjunction that we have finally come off of, that has started this new cycle that is about claiming your position in life, that is about climbing up the ladder of success in your life. And so, with this, we have closed out a cycle that has been about relationships, that has been about partnership, that is now about your success, that is now about the role that you are filling in this life. And Chiron in Aries is a big part of this, as we are leading up to this Chiron-Lilith conjunction, where we're going to see these questions about self, about the identity of who we are. This is going to be questioned, and there's going to be a lot here that's going to try to trip you up to see, who are you now? What does your identity look like now? And so we are breaking down a lot of this ego, a lot of this identity attachment through this process, through this cycle, coming to terms with who we are and what role we are going to play in our lives. Now, this full moon making aspects over to Neptune, still in Pisces, past the halfway point now, where Neptune in Pisces has been about what is magical, what is beautiful, what do our dreams look like. And there's something big here about appreciating this beauty and appreciating this ability to manifest the dreams that we want for ourselves. However, it is important to use discernment with this, as this is spinning fantasy around, and there is something big here about getting lost in the vision and the dream of what you want it to look like and not focusing on the reality. And there's a lot of reality here as we see this gigantic stellium over in Capricorn, Mars getting ready to join here in Capricorn. We're going to see this a few days later on the 16th, that Mars will move in, and this will be several hours before this Mercury retrograde, which is going to take us within, is going to take us into this review period within ourselves. So a lot to work on internally as we're coming into this new phase. And of course, this Leo moon is closing this old cycle out by giving us this confidence, giving us this energy, this enthusiasm to go after our goals and to achieve the things that we want. And there is something big with Neptune here, where it is adding a lot of extreme emotions. And so with this full moon, it is important not to overreact. It is important not to get too hung up in your feelings, as we are putting this emotional Piscean energy in with all of this energy and enthusiasm of this Leo moon. And of course, Pluto is big part of this story. This Pluto in Capricorn that is still breaking down and dismantling these old positions, these old values, these old belief systems that we have stood by in our lives. And now it is time to rebuild. Now it is time to lay down a new foundation that better serves us in our lives. Mars is also a big part of this. So this Mars in Sagittarius, that is this driving force of this optimism, of this higher belief, of going for what it is that we believe in and what it is that we are seeking out on this journey. And so there's a lot of seeking, once again, externally, but there's something big about needing to seek within yourself that is part of this full moon experience. And of course, with all of this Martian energy, it is adding, once again, this passion, this drive. And with this Ursa Major playing a huge part in this, adding on this confidence, adding on this aggression, this passion. And so once again, it is a time to watch your emotions. It is a time to watch your reactions. This is important that you are using this energy to drive and fuel you towards your goals. So this is a very powerful full moon, as this is adding a ton of enthusiasm, a ton of passion and excitement about what we can achieve and what we can accomplish in our lives, closing out this chaotic cycle of this Aquarius new moon. And of course, this will take us into this season of Pisces and into this Mercury retrograde cycle that will be a review period of going within and taking a look within yourself, finding those answers within yourself, trusting your intuition, following your dreams and your visions in your life. So this is your horoscope for this full moon in Leo. I hope you all enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to leave a thumbs up or a comment. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell, and I will see you all in the next video.